Hello and welcome to a very festive, seasonal, jolly Christmas edition of Mates Rate, the podcast that is home to two undereducated, underachieving chaps with overinflated egos, where they tuck into the roast turkey and Brussels sprouts of the hearty meal that is movie triviata. My name is Carr, and at my side, like a teeny tiny Christmas elf to my ever more Santa-like physique, is Dan Cayzer.
Hello everyone, and if you're gathered around a turkey right now, can I have a wing?
Yeah, just pop them in the post. Any food that you want to give Dan.
Yeah, old meat, care of Mates Rates Pod. P.O. Box 24689.
That'd be quite fun if there was a 24689 P.O. Box.
Don't do
That's
that.
going to be the BBC somewhere, isn't it?
Please
anyway,
don't do that.
So the premise of our perky little pod is that we take a movie-based topic and then wax lyrical all over our favourite 5 examples of said topic. Or should I say, all over our 5 favourite examples of a movie topic, which is the correct way round. So this episode, this edition, Dan, what's going to be our topic?
So I thought it would be jolly well fun to talk about Christmas movies at Christmas, but Christmas movies that are not deliberately Christmas movies.
Well,
not your Hallmark junk, not your touchy-feely happy
It's
children's
a Wonderful
films.
Life.
No, fuck that film.
Fuck, It's a Wonderful Life. So we're gonna talk
every year. It's on every year.
So for our inaugural Christmas episode, it's going to be alternative Christmas movies.
Yeah, cool Christmas movies. They're like, are they Christmas movies? Yeah, sure. Yeah. No matter what Bruce Willis says.
Some people say, does Bruce Willis say it's not?
Well, I mean, we'll get there, but yeah, he's against that idea.
What?
I know.
This is Christmas music.
You got any Christmas music?
This is Christmas music.
It was December 24th on Holland Sabbath the Dark.
Who sings it?
It was Run DMC, isn't it?
Oh, okay. You got some cred back immediately.
Yeah. Some cred back. Yeah. As if I had cred in the first place.
You lost a lot just when you tried to rap, but
I can rap.
Oh God.
I can. This is the time
He's
for rapping.
He's threatening to do it.
It's Christmas.
He's looking at
I
me.
can rap.
He's putting on a bandana.
No. I can rap. I do presents really well and with
good.
tape.
Well done.
Yeah. It's
Good
Christmas,
job.
isn't it?
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Got that in there right at the top.
So we're going to talk about alternative Christmas movies. Do you want to go first or shall I?
We could talk about cool Christmas movies.
You go first.
Right, first. Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
How many burps do I have to edit out of this?
7.
Like, per episode?
7. So I think it's important to set up kind of what the ground rules are of this. And it's movies that are maybe set at Christmas.
There's rules now.
Maybe. Christmas is a time for rules.
Is
and
it?
Punishments. The Yuletide public flogging. Which is what we do in Essex.
The Christmas public... You're not from Essex, you found out recently.
That's true. No, I'm from a borough of London.
Yeah, you thought your whole life you were from Essex, but it turns out in the 60s it was rezoned and you're from London the whole time.
I've been calling myself an Essex wide boy for many a year.
I've been calling you a lot worse.
You can hear it in my voice, in the crass way that I speak.
Dan is going to now explain the rules of the podcast.
So, Christmas films that are set at Christmas.
Christmas movies that
are set at Christmas. Maybe there's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Maybe there are holly jolly carolers.
Did you say there has to be a Christmas tree?
Maybe there's a Christmas tree.
I don't think there has to be. Yeah.
No. But it's
holly jolly carolers.
It's set at that time of year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. It's not trying to pull you into soft Christmas feels. It's cooler than that. It's better than that.
So we're going to split this into 2 parts because we know that you enjoy coming back week on week, and we're going to drop the first part today and we're going to drop the next part on New Year's Day.
Oh, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully you will be hangover free on New Year's Day, not because you didn't go out and have a roaringly good time, but just because you got good genes.
Yeah, you've got great metabolism.
Don't suffer with that kind of thing.
Well done, you.
I've never had a hangover, Dan.
You never have it?
Never had a hangover.
No. The worst one I ever had, I was 16.
Yep.
And I had drunk my body weight in alcoholic beverages and libations. Oh. And then I had to go, much like a hilarious Vicar of Dibley episode, I had to go to 3 Christmas dinners, and it was the worst day of my life.
Right, so we're going to do our 5, 4, 3s now, and then next week we're going to come back with our 2s and 1s and some honourable mentions. Before you listen to our lovely little pod, we need to tell you that there are going to be some stuff that is spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we talk about is going to be spoiled to the spoiliest of spoil towns.
We're going to spoil Christmas.
We are going to spoil Christmas. And then next week, we're going to spoil New Year's.
Yeah, this is why you can't have nice things.
Yep, absolutely. So if you do want to listen to everything without things being spoiled, we're going to put a list of everything in the description, hopefully. And then you can go and watch some stuff.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. There should be something good on for you.
Yeah, so into it. This is Dan's number 5, I think. Yeah, we're going into your number 5 first?
I think it's important that we do it that way.
I think we do.
Anyway, so my number 5 is a classic film and favourite of mine. It's called The Apartment. Are you yawning?
Yeah. Very tired today. I know, it just sort of sprung on me. I was actually engrossed in what you were saying.
Yeah, I could tell.
So engrossed that I nodded off for a second.
Let me dream of what you're saying instead. Yes, as I was saying before you fell asleep, that my number 5 is the classic Jack Lemmon joint. Or, well, I suppose it's a Billy Wilder joint with Jack Lemmon in. The Apartment. Have you seen such a film?
I am sorry to say that not only have I not seen The Apartment, I do not know of The Apartment.
Because you're a Philistine.
Because I'm a Philistine, yeah.
It's this great...
but that gives you the perfect time to shine and just talk me all the way through it.
Well, I'm not going to do that, but it's this farce comedy
if it was The Shining, you would.
I would if it was... do you want to do The Shining?
No.
We were just saying that it's set in the winter.
It's not a Christmas movie.
There's snow.
It's not, no.
And the Torrances would have had their Christmas there. Their last Christmas. Ooh. Anyway, but no, not The Shining. The Apartment with Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine. Really, really good film. You've got a guy that's trying to get up the corporate ladder, and he does that by renting out or loaning out his apartment for his colleagues to have affairs in.
What?
I know.
And it's a Christmas film.
Christmas film. There's a Christmas tree in that apartment. It is set at Christmas time. It's very cold outside. Whilst he's letting his apartment out, because he's got this great apartment, and all of these chaps want to have their saucy affairs away from their wives with their mistresses, and it's Christmas, so it's, when was
this made?
1960. At a certain point, Jack Lemmon's character meets, I think she's one of the mistresses of Mr. Rye ladies of one of the people above him in his organisation at work, and he starts to fall for her, and now he's caught in this bind of, I want to do well at work, I want to go up the corporate ladder, so I should keep letting this happen, and I should keep letting this guy have an affair with this woman that I'm falling in love with, and it's all the romps and japes that carry on from there.
All the what now?
Japes.
Japes.
You have japes at Christmas. You have Christmas crackers, Brussels sprouts and japes.
I see.
And charades.
Pigs and blankets.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're more important than anything else.
So why is this film so good? It's just a great film, is it?
It's just fantastically made film. It's this great farce type comedy.
I love a farce.
Fantastic actors in Lemmon and MacLaine. And it's just, I don't know, it's a film that you can kind of fall in love with. And if you're a proper film buff like me, not you, it's a really good film to say that you've seen. People go, that guy knows what he's talking about.
So that was Pretentious Dan's number 5.
Oh yeah.
Coming in at my number 5, Iron Man 3.
Yes, which is high art. It's also I was going to say it's the most beloved of all the Iron Man films, but
there's a lot of people who don't like it.
Like, sarcastically, but number 2 is bad.
Number 2's terrible. Well, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
No. So like,
let's not go down this road again.
No, it's not. No. But number 2 is not great. It's the weakest. But I love number 3.
Mickey Rourke's
it's not the best Iron Man film. That's clearly number 1.
Fantastic film.
But I do love
not
number 3.
Not set at Christmas though. Number 1.
No, it's not.
I think you'll find
it's not.
So you're talking about.
So is this the only Marvel film that's set at Christmas? I think it probably is.
Ooh,
they did the Guardians Galaxy special, but
did you enjoy that?
Nope.
No, neither did I.
Nope.
What an absolute shame.
But Iron Man 3, it's loads of fun, and it's got lots of Christmassy things. There's Christmas presents talked about. There's a lovely snowing scene.
Yeah,
and
PTSD.
Some PTSD, little PTSD. He gives
Little PTSD.
little PTSD.
PTSD.
Yeah, little PTSD. PT, you know PT. It's little PTSD.
Oh,
Hey, hiya, Petey. Hiya, boys.
you are not respecting the veterans at Christmas.
No.
And I think you should be stopped.
Okay. I love a bit of Iron Man 3. It's great. I think it's Shane Black, and Shane Black, we'll come on to more later, but he writes only Christmas movies, I think.
I thought you were going to say Can Do No Wrong.
No, apparently he can do wrong. I've not seen The Predator. Is that his?
Yeah, that's right.
That
That's what it's called.
I've not seen that.
Don't bother.
Although, to be perfectly frank, I'm not the hugest fan of the franchise.
Oh dear! Now we have to stop recording and fight in the street in the snow.
I was never. It's one of those things that Predator was a film that
a
in
franchise
my
like Predator is great. 2 is
2's all right. It's all right. It's
the
got Danny
AVP
Glover in it,
films.
so.
Yeah,
Can I just
that's why people don't like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and then
The AVP films,
bad. They're not great.
good.
They're not great. And then The Predator.
And they completely mess up the rules. Like in the first Alien film, it takes. We're going off topic here. It takes
We don't do that. Especially at Christmas.
3 days or something for the chest bursters to come out of John
Yes,
Hurt, something like
instant.
that. And it's 15 minutes, I think,
Yeah.
in AVP.
To come out of Spud.
Was it
It's 'cause of
Spud
all-
from Train
it's because
Spotting?
of all the heroin. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's
All right, like,
it's
I
moved
went
up the.
Oh, no, I went to Craigie. Only put that on to get my foot in the door, like.
But yeah, well, that heroin
Can't
inside of
remember
him
that, but
is
he was fantastic.
It's accelerated the facehugger experience.
Yeah, I love Spud. He was so good. Ewan Bremner, fantastic actor. But going back to Iron Man 3, I really enjoyed the twist on the Mandarin, because obviously they couldn't do the Mandarin as it was when it was originally in the racist comics.
He was green.
Was he green? No,
at times. At times his skin was green.
Yeah, I think
So
he was a gentleman of East Asian origin.
Yes.
And
Ancient and powerful. Fueled by
like
alien dragon rings.
I've heard you describe your farts as ancient and powerful, and you know what?
I describe them as devastating.
Yeah, and all 3 accurate.
And now at Christmas with the Brussels sprouts about.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's why you're not invited. That really is why you're not invited.
So many unnecessary deaths at the hands of those noxious pups.
Jesus Christ.
But they come out tuneful at Christmas, so
Do they?
That's something.
I mean, you've been through so many chairs as well. It just eats away at the wood and the plastic.
It gets into the wallpaper of the house.
It does.
Yeah. Or into the glue behind the wallpaper.
Yeah, I know. The wallpaper is it's perpetually peeling in your house. It's like a haunted house, your house. It looks like a tumbling down shack no matter how many times you decorate in the year, just because of the noxious, poisonous gases that come out your arse.
The bum flavour.
The bum flavour.
So you were talking about Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
Not a single fart in that film.
Not a single fart, no. I think it was missing something, you're right. Yeah, but it was good. Had the relationship with the kid. That was funny. It was lighthearted. It was funny, but it did deal with the PTSD. You know, it dealt with something a little serious.
No, it does deal with it very well, and the fact that he's not Stark is meant to be this almost like perfect genius character, overcomes everything.
Like me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And to see him broken, and not just wasn't physically broken.
No,
he's mentally broken, which is just as valid. His
spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Was broken.
Yeah, and he didn't think he could carry on.
Yeah.
But then the spirit of Christmas crept inside of him and his Iron Man suit.
Can we just, take a second for a moment?
I think we should. I think it's important.
That thing that he bought for Pepper in that film, what the fuck was that?
Remind me.
It's like a giant, like human being, bigger than human being sized. Was it a rabbit? Was it a bear? It had weird arms. What was going on with that?
That's what billionaires can do whatever they want. It was probably made of a 10,000 real rabbit pelts.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, or it was the model based on the genetically engineered rabbit that he'd had created that was all deformed.
Yeah, Iron Rabbit.
Iron Rabbit. Yeah, that's a vibrator and a half, isn't it?
Ooh. As long as you don't get iron filings off of it. Imagine.
Yeah.
God, send that back. Get something better in the January sales.
So have we done talking about Iron Man?
Oh, well, I was going to say about Iron Man 3 was, do you know what my favourite bit of Iron Man 3 is?
I know what my favourite bit is. What's your favourite bit? There's a couple of bits I really like. I'm interested if your favourite bit's the same as my favourite bit.
One of them, I suppose, is the plane rescue sequence. There's this plane going down,
Yeah.
And
when he
does he throw them all out and then go and catch them? I can't remember.
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
And they kind of all link hands.
Yeah. He does
it's just that's
a barrel of monkeys, isn't it? Yeah, that's
just
what
that is a practical effect that was done.
Yes,
for realsies.
Yes, you always.
And you've got to appreciate.
I love that you always focus on like how these things are done in the film. So because my favourite bit of it, it's a bit that it's because I have a heart and a soul. It's a bit that touches me.
I don't understand.
No, I know. We need to get Dan sent back to the factory to get his settings reset.
I don't want it.
The bit where the helicopters are attacking his house, you know, when they shoot the missiles in
when
his
he
house?
says, "This is my address."
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, but the very...
And then they do.
The very bit where they are attacking his house, he can summon the Iron Man armor to himself.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He chucks it onto Pepper.
To protect her.
That gets me right there.
Because he loves her.
It really does get me.
Why does he love her so much?
I don't know.
Because it's Christmas.
Because of her goop.
Oh, yeah. It's because of all those candles around the place.
Absolutely. Remember, the candle that smells like a Jessica Rabbit. That's my favourite title for one of our podcasts.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, that's my favourite moment. I love a bit, like, it always gets me a bit of, like, self-sacrifice for someone else. Like,
sentiment.
In Air Force One. Do you remember the film Air Force One?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone off-piste.
We are going off-piste. We are going, taking the scenic route.
Taking the black trail.
Do you remember in Air Force One? Do you remember Air Force One? Did you ever watch Air Force One?
Yes. Harrison Ford. There's
a bit in that where because terrorists have got the plane, they're flying over somebody else's territory, and the only way, and somebody's about to shoot down Air Force One, and the only way they've got US fighter jets that are flying in formation with Air Force One, and the only way that these pilots can save the president, because he's the president.
He's the most important man in the world.
He's the most important man in the world. Let's not get into the policies of that bullshit. But anyway, but in this moment, this young man is so patriotic that somebody fires a missile at Air Force One, and he just flies his plane in front of it and just, sacrifices himself to protect the president.
So he should.
Absolutely.
So he should.
No, but
it's in his contract.
It just gets me, that kind of thing. I don't know why.
Do you remember the spoilers plane crash in Air Force One when the plane actually goes down?
No, I don't. I'd like to see it again.
You should, because it's awful.
All I remember.
It's terrible.
The main thing I remember
it's all
about
CG,
that,
and it's bad.
Main thing I remember about that is I lent my VHS copy to my mate Jenny, if you're listening, and I never got it back.
Now, Jenny, I think in the spirit of Christmas, you should come find that aged VHS.
Come on, Jenny.
Wrap it up and send it back to Mates Rates, care of P.O. Box.
You can't
Can
remember
I remember the number that I made up earlier? 68214. Right.
So, shall we move on to your number 4? Dan's number 4. Dan's number 4.
I'm number 1, what are you talking about?
Oh, no. Dan's number 4. There are 3 better than Dan.
Charming. Right. So, I think another great comedy set at Christmas.
Comedy.
Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd.
Trading Places.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Classic.
Fantastic film. I don't know, it's kind of loosely based on like Prince and the Pauper type thing.
Yeah.
And you've got Eddie Murphy's character who's busking and is a bit of
pretending to be a Vietnam vet with no legs, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, very naughty.
Classic Eddie.
And he does it every weekend. And Aykroyd is a high-flying business exec, and then 2 billionaires decide I bet we can change their lives, and we can switch their positions through our influence. And so they fire Dan Aykroyd, and they bring in Eddie Murphy's character, and they do all of this over, I think it's $1 bet.
Yes, I think it is.
$1 bet or a $5
I think
bet?
it is. I think it's $1. I think it is. It's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, as the bourgeoisie tend to do, they mate, I know some $5 words. Okay.
Yeah,
and yeah, the upper crusts they mess with the little man's life.
Yeah,
and they
mess with the little men's life, don't they?
Yeah, they piss on us from afar, from their ivory towers. Do they give us presents at Christmas? No. Taxes.
No. Do you know, I really enjoyed in is it Coming to America? Because at the end
I don't
of
know
that,
what you're going to say.
So at the end of that film, those two Do they lose everything? I think
they lose everything. Yeah, they lose everything on the stock market.
At the end of that film, and then in Coming to America, there is a very brief cameo of the pair of them.
Yes.
And they're now bums on the streets.
Yes. Which is.
Is there a Waldorf and Stadler connection to those two, or am I just making that up?
I think it's so overtly there that you can't ignore it, but I don't think it's deliberate.
That's just for anyone who doesn't know. That's the names of the two old grumpy businessmen in the Muppets, who are always just hypercritical of everything.
Yeah, horrible people.
What is it? It's one of them's Don Amici, isn't he?
Come again.
Don Amici. It's the name of the actor.
His name's Donna.
Don Amici.
Makes more sense.
Very famous actor.
Never heard of him.
So the apartment, you say?
Yeah.
Randolph and Mortimer are their names, and it's Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy.
But they're not the voices from the Muppets.
No.
No, okay.
No, they're not the voices.
You had me going.
No, I didn't know if there was like a connection, if one of them was based on the other. Like those two might have been based on. I suspect that. I think because
I want to say Muppets came
first. Yeah, because they were 70s, I think.
Yeah,
weren't they?
And this is
like
82 or something.
83.
So close. But yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is fantastic in Trading Places as well. Was that Jamie Lee
Curtis's like first?
It was definitely like a breakout role for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching an episode of Columbo and she was a waitress.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
And you go, oh, wow. And you're like, she looks really pissed off.
She does.
Because she's got like nothing to do.
Oh, no, I think that she was just playing a pissed off character. I thought she was fantastic.
She's a very good actress.
She is a very good actress.
Yeah. Now, in Trading Places, let's see if this makes the cut. Let me see her boobies. Do you deny this?
I do not deny this, because I've seen her boobies.
My goodness.
In Trading Places.
Oh, okay.
As have you.
Yeah.
Can't find her in the cast list.
That bit of the VHS tape is slightly worn out.
It's very blurry now. It's been played quite a lot. Yeah. I mean, when DVD came along, what a godsend.
Thank God. Don't get me started on the Blu-ray.
That Columbo episode was definitely pre-Halloween.
Yeah,
was Trading Places pre-Halloween?
I don't think so.
Well, it wouldn't have been a breakout role then.
No, that's a very good point.
But let's have a little look.
Gareth's on the internet.
How'd you spell IMDb?
Isn't Halloween like late 70s?
Quincy M.E. was her first role as Girl in Dressing Room.
She was very good.
And then she was in the Hardy Boys / Nancy Drew mysteries in 1977. And then Columbo. Columbo was her third.
There you go.
Yeah.
It felt very early.
And then Halloween.
Mm.
Oh my God, she was in an episode of Buck Rogers. I definitely need to find that. No, she had quite a lengthy CV before.
I suppose
Trading Places.
Yeah, I suppose Trading Places. That won her a BAFTA. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I think that's when she was, I don't know, taken more seriously. Can you be taken seriously as like a final girl in a slasher film? People love Halloween, but at the time, like, was it? I don't know if it was overly considered as the masterpiece we might today. And of course, Rob Zombie got his hands on it and fucked that up.
I've not seen the Rob Zombie one.
Don't do it. Also, don't watch like the like kind of like not rebooted, but they reinvitalized,
reinvigorated.
That's the word. Yeah. Halloween recently. There was like another trilogy of films.
Yes.
And the first of that new trilogy with like an aged Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. And then there's a middle one that I might not have seen, which could be good. And then there's a final one, which is Dog Caca.
So there was Halloween, which was just called Halloween, in the very modern way of, calling things
we'll just
like
call it that again. We'll just
Rocky
call it Scream
Balboa
again.
or
We'll
John Rambo or whatever,
Yeah.
And that gets a 6.5. That's 2018.
That's good for him.
And then...
Could have been on its own. Like, he didn't need more. Could have finished it there.
Then there was Halloween Kills.
Yeah, I might have missed that one.
And that's a 5.5, which is a pretty poor score. And then there was Halloween Ends.
That's it.
Which is a 5. A dead 5. Yeah.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Yeah, no,
50%.
I'd give it 3.
Okay. It's an average, isn't it?
It's terrible.
A lot of people...
I just didn't care. Went and watched it. Couldn't give a monkeys. They tried to do something clever and they mucked it up.
There's fuck all for us to watch in the cinema at the moment. Have you noticed this?
I know this.
because of the bloody screenwriters and screen actors strikes.
Yeah, no, I mean, admittedly, that's kind of semi-over now, but...
The writer strike is,
screenwriters
but the actors isn't.
The actors, no, they can't promote their own works. So you've got directors going to screenings of films with no actors there at premieres, and they wear, like, T-shirts with the actors' names on. Little fat boy.
Very bizarre.
Yeah.
So, like, because I'm sure I saw that Deadpool 3 was shooting again.
It might be.
But I don't see how it
completely moved its release date. It was meant to come out in May of next year.
Well, everything. I think
it doesn't have a release date.
They bumped everything, haven't they? They bumped June Part 2 from Christmas. That was supposed to be this Christmas, and that's like spring. Should we get back on topic?
Sure.
So, is that all we've got to say?
Only that I really like the bit in Trading Places when
her boobies. We're back on her boobies.
No, but it is Jamie Lee. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. She's pretending to be a sexy ostrich. Austrian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not an ostrich.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
No.
Like a sexy octogenarian.
I may have had a stroke because I was thinking about her. No, sorry.
I know. Please don't do that.
Sorry.
Here. I mean, oh Jesus Christ.
Is this cashmere?
I tell you what, it is now. It is rubbish. It's going in the bin.
Yeah, she is this Austrian backpacker, or pretending to be. She's in the guise, and she says things like, "Care to be helping me with my rucksack?" And we are moving, and I just enjoy those.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
The most recent thing that I've seen Jamie Lee Curtis in that I absolutely loved was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh yes,
that was a fantastic film.
Did you watch The Bear?
No, I haven't seen The Bear.
She's in that.
What is
She's
The Bear?
the matriarch. It's about a chef, an incredible chef who takes over his brother's failing sandwich shop after his brother dies, and it's about this guy's life and his self-worth and everything, and she plays his mum, and she is fantastic in it. She's not a very nice character, or she's very troubled, I should say, but she's fantastic in it. And the whole show, I'd watch. Wow. There's 2 series on Disney.
Yeah.
I think you should just plough through those. They're
looking at the IMDb scores here. It says the top-rated episodes are like 9.7 and 9.6. So that's
I think it's phenomenal.
High.
I mean, I don't think I'm alone in that, to be honest.
Is it got a comedy bent to it, or is it...
Not really. There are characters who are funny, but it's not a comedy, no. It's,
okay. I will give that a go.
The drama.
So moving on to my number 4. I'm just going to do Shane Black back to back. What?
That was more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is that my Christmas gift?
That's your Christmas gift.
Thank you.
And we're going with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Ooh.
I mean, Shane Black does have a lot of Christmas movies.
What is its Christmas pedigree?
It's just set at Christmas.
Oh, I see.
It's a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Shane Black tends to write movies set at Christmas. They're not always, as we discussed with The Predator.
Do you think that's for like financial reasons?
I think that there's
like commercial
possibly
reasons,
a commercial element to it. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. This will definitely get made.
Yeah,
and in it, I'll assure the release date as well.
I think Shane Black is one of the pioneers of like the buddy movie. He certainly perfected the art. He obviously didn't start it because you had.
He didn't perfect it in The Predator.
No, well, I've not seen The Predator. And I probably...
Let's stop talking about it.
Won't ever. You brought it up again.
I did.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm still angry.
But Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it was the first film... I think it came out slightly after Iron Man, but I don't know if it was made before Iron Man, but it was like Iron Man and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang were 2 films that relaunched Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
He had been on a bender for years. He'd been in prison. He was lost in the desert. He was. Yeah. He was a bit of a lost soul. And he got his act together and came back with Iron Man, which was an amazing film. And it's let's be fair, it's not all down to him. Jon Favreau, the whole team made that film. But he did a fantastic job.
But he's the most charismatic man in the world.
He really is. I love that. It's like I saw that like a YouTube clip of him the other day, and it's like a panel of the Avengers cast, and somebody asks a question to Chris Evans, and then they go to him, and he goes, "The next time that someone doesn't ask me the first question, I'm going to lose my shit."
I must be mellowing with age, but I want to say this very clearly. The next time I'm not asked the first question, walk out.
It's just he just plays arrogant so well, and I don't think he is. I think that it's a bit of a mask.
I
think it's a complete mask.
Facade.
It's all done for fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think that's one of the things that's missing from modern Marvel, and we're not going to go down this rabbit hole too much, but I think that you had a great sense of family and fun in those early films. Everybody got on really well, and I think that it's all becoming just a little bit, just everybody's in it for the money, you know? But anyway.
What, superhero films in general?
I'm thinking of Marvel, specifically.
Well, yeah.
I think Marvel has lost its way. If you go back to those original, like the original Avengers cast, they all seem really tight and all seem like they had lots of fun. And they're missing that fun. But anyway, that really is a little tangent.
Yeah.
We're going off on a lot of tangents, but let's not worry about that. But Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it's a film about a criminal who accidentally walks into an audition in New York, and he's just seen his buddy get killed while trying to rob. I think it's like a Radio Shack type place or something like that. They're trying to rob a store of some kind, and some do-gooder or somebody that weren't expecting to have a gun just shot his buddy and killed him. And then he walks while he's trying to escape from the police. He stumbles into this audition and he gives this amazing performance, they think, performance in air quotes, as to someone who's just lost their buddy. But he's speaking from the heart, and he's devastated that he's just lost his mate. And the police walk in and they go, "Oh, I'm sorry. We'll leave you to it." And they're just like, fuck off back out of the room. It's great.
I killed him, didn't I? Oh, fuck, this is my fault. I'm sorry.
Wow. Sorry. Hey, good luck.
And he gets like hired as this next great actor because of this performance. And then he goes to Hollywood and he meets up with Val Kilmer. It's probably one of the last films that Val Kilmer did before he had his throat cancer. And Val Kilmer's fantastic as the private detective Gay Perry. That's the name of the character, Gay Perry, and he's just so sarcastic all the time. Just gives us such a great performance. Yeah, had Michelle Monaghan in it as well. So Robert Downey Jr. Goes to Hollywood and he's told, I think he's auditioning for, he's going to be playing a private detective. So they pair him up with Val Kilmer's character, Gay Perry, and all of a sudden they get embroiled in this real life mystery, this real life murder, and they've got to sort their ways out of that, and it's loads of fun. There's a bit where there is a woman trapped in the trunk of a car that's driven into a lake, and so Val Kilmer, one of them shoots the lock to get the trunk open because it's going down and ends up shooting her in the head. It's just it's very dark humour. It's great. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's not seen it. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. The Nice Guys as well. That's another one.
Did you say that Downey Jr.'s character loses a finger in that film?
I believe, yeah. So it's been quite a long time since I've seen this, but I think he's having a bit of a tip. So it turns out that Michelle Monaghan's character is a childhood love interest of his, and it's just a massive coincidence that they've met back up. At one point, he's standing in her doorway trying to apologise for something that he's done, and she slams the door on him as he's leaning against the doorway, and he's got his hand on the door frame, and she just chops a finger off. Ooh. And then I think they go to the emergency room, they get it sewn back on, but then the rest of the film happens, and capers are still ensuing, and it just pops off again, I think, at some point, or it gets pulled off in some other way. So he loses a finger in the film, but it's a highly entertaining film. It's really good. I would highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. Great Christmas movie. So
it's been a long
put
time.
it on your Christmas list, everybody.
Been a long time since I've seen it. I think I need to go back and revisit.
I think you do.
Yeah. Have you seen Grand Budapest Hotel, the Wes Anderson? Yeah. And there's a bit in that where Jeff Goldblum's character is running away from Willem Dafoe. Oh. He puts his hand in a door frame and loses all of his fingers at once. And you just watch these fingers all drop to the ground like sausages. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I don't remember
it's
that.
Like the whole film's has no gruesome elements to it other than that. And you're just watching this kind of light-hearted romp.
It's interesting, isn't it?
And then you go, oh.
It's really interesting how we are like totally desensitized to the most horrific things. Like I was watching The Boys.
Oh yes, a classic.
Recently. TV show.
Is there a Christmas episode of The Boys?
There's no Christmas episode. But
has no place here.
Series 3, episode 1. You know what I'm talking about. The little
with
dude.
a tiny little man.
Tiny little man. Let's not go into it. Yeah, where he goes.
He goes into it.
He goes where no man has gone before, like literally. And but let's not talk about that. It's that kind of thing where it's like horrifically disgusting.
Yeah.
What happens there?
Yeah.
But you're also you're
kind
like
of laugh
you're
it off.
disgusted. You're laughing. You're disgusted at yourself for laughing. You know, you think you're going to be paying a lot more for therapy from now on, not because of what you've seen, but because of the way you reacted.
So Gareth doesn't want to describe the horrific thing, and
Well,
I think you're right. It's Christmas, and we should keep it clean and PG. But that was also largely practically done. Not that end bit.
You want to continue watching episode 1 of Gen V?
Oh no! Oh, I think I have heard horrific things. God,
It's
Christmas is ruined.
anyway. So that's my number 4. What are you going? You're number 3. You're number 3.
We're moving on
three.
swiftly to number
We are
3.
moving on swiftly. Christmas classic number 3.
So my number 3 is an absolute banger of a Christmas film.
Ooh.
Okay, and it's called Babes in Toyland. Have you seen it? Of course you have. Everybody has. It stars Drew Barrymore when she was about 7. And more importantly, it stars a young Keanu Reeves. Now, Keanu, if you're listening, the podcast, it's Christmas. Okay, the podcast needs production value, injection. And we can only get that with a cool 50k.
I went down a
alleyway, and Keanu Reeves was there and he gave you a bag of money.
I went down an Instagram rabbit hole of videos the other day.
This can happen to the best of us.
And I stumbled across this video of a very disgruntled Keanu.
No.
Really?
No.
He was in a mall and he was
shopping centre
He
in
had been
England.
hounded by a professional autograph hunter.
Oh.
And he was just
Scumbag.
saying, "It's not cool, man. It's not fucking cool, man. I'm in a mall. I'm just trying to do some shopping in a mall." And that's pretty much all he said.
a giant pretzel.
Have some fucking time for myself.
You need a fucking mall, man. Yeah, I see your point. I just know you don't see the fucking point, man.
And he said that as he was signing this guy's piece of paper.
You still
and I was
did
just
it.
like,
You still did it.
"Oh, you're the nicest man in the world." You know, like it's just he's absolutely right. It's not cool. He just wanted some time to himself.
I wouldn't mind if whilst signing something, like a cheque, Keanu was berating me and telling me that I was being uncool and unprofessional,
He was
and
doing
that I
what to you?
should stop asking. I should stop asking for the money. But now I've got the cheque and he signed it.
Oh, I just want to buy the man a coffee.
Yeah, so do I.
I'd love to.
So do I.
With the money that he's
And
just given you.
Well, no, I was going to say in exchange for a lot of money, a lot of lovely lolly. He's good for it.
Oh, do you know what I was watching the other day, which we're going to have to talk about in another podcast? The Devil's Advocate. It's really good.
Oh yeah, and he's very good in that.
Yeah,
he's
he
very,
is.
very good. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it another time, because I
Okay.
do want to get in depth into that one.
Yeah.
Don't want
Well done, Keanu, for that film.
Yeah.
And if you were happy with me telling you well done, then you can send a cheque or postal order for £50,000 to Mates Rates Pod, care of PO Box 64912.
So it's another PO box. So we've.
Well, that one's just for me. You don't have access to that PO box.
Oh, you went a little too hot there.
It's because I was excited about all the money.
So that was our usual friend of the podcast, Keanu Reeves segment.
God bless him. Merry Christmas, Keanu.
Absolutely. I'm going to say that out genuinely. Merry Christmas, Keanu.
Yeah, no more jokes.
I don't know if you
Merry
celebrate
Christmas, Keanu Reeves. Is he Jewish?
Well, I don't know. I don't think so. But I mean, he doesn't. Just because he's
Merry Christmas.
There's lots
Happy
of people who
Hanukkah.
don't.
Good Kwanzaa to you, Keanu Reeves.
Kwanzaa. Oh, okay. He's Hawaiian, isn't he? So I don't know. I
Sure.
don't know what the predominant religious festivals are in Hawaii. Doesn't it mean like a gentle breeze or something?
They like a good lay. Thank you.
Are we,
That wasn't really my number 3.
he was not.
No, that was pure
I see.
Christmas japes.
Oh,
That wasn't
was
really number 3.
devious.
Yeah, but maybe we need to leave it there. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing.
I don't think we've hit that mark yet.
Shit.
By quite a long way.
Let's ask the audience. Write in to.
So anyway, that's my number 4. That was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and then you made a joke about Keanu Reeves.
I did. It was very successful.
We all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But let's move on.
What are we doing?
We're doing your number 3.
Oh, a real one.
Real number 3. None of this Keanu Reeves bullshit. Sorry, Keanu.
Keanu. I don't. Gareth doesn't speak for the podcast. Okay, so my real number 3.
Real number 3
would be quite a new Christmas film, set at Christmas, of course, but it's also got a particular Christmas character who you may know.
Ooh.
As Father Christmas. Or Santa Claus. Sandy Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
St. Nicholas.
Yeah. And that's David Harbour in Violent Night.
Oh, Violent Night.
I'm pretty sure came out last year, 2022.
Yeah, I went to see that with my daughter.
Yes. Because I'm if you're listening, team, because I'm such an excellent boss, I took out my team of ne'er-do-wells to the cinema for Christmas, and we watched Violent Night. We watched Violent Night. You won't do that?
No, well, there's like 17 of them on my team.
I don't understand the problem.
It's an expensive night.
Well, we did it on the company dime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Because I could never get any money back out. Anyway.
If any of my management are listening, I paid for it myself. I don't even know how to use the company credit card.
Violent Night was fantastic. And
it was very good.
I think it spawned a sequel, that there's going to be a sequel, I think.
What?
I think I heard that. I hope so.
I would happily watch that.
I would as well.
Because what I really like, I know we spoil a lot of stuff, but like it goes into some like Santa backstory that I won't say here, but I really, really liked it.
I thought it was great. It was just
a great
loads
film.
of fun.
I really liked watching this, Santa origin story in flashbacks. It's very brief. It's only hinted at, really, but you get a really good sense of what he was before he became Santa Claus, and then it's Die Hard.
It's Die Hard.
Not only at Christmas again, but
I think it is
Die Hard in a mansion with Santa Claus.
I think it's purposely playing on the fact that people call Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it knows what it's doing.
Yeah,
and it does it very well.
Yeah,
and poor little tiny John Leguizamo, whatever his name is. What's his name? Say his name.
Leguizamo.
I like the way I
John
say
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
Do you know, gentle listener, Dan looked it up.
I did.
He had Google pronounce it for him before the podcast.
I didn't want to be racist.
He wouldn't get it wrong. And then he got it wrong.
John Linguine.
John Linguine.
John Linguine pasta shapes.
Long John Linguine.
John Hula Hoops Alphabetti Spaghetti. He was excellent in it, and he was dispatched in the film, spoilers, in a fantastic way, which I enjoyed very much.
How did they dispatch?
He was taken up a chimney.
Whoa!
And he didn't survive.
And you enjoyed that. That was.
Not as much as old John Pippi Longstockings did.
Oh God! Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was loads of fun.
Harbour was great.
Harbour was a perfect choice to play.
Really good.
It really was, because he's
other than old Johnny Leggings Stockings. He was everyone else in it was a bit weak.
Yeah,
They might not have even been actors.
I think that the family were pretty good. No. Okay.
I don't care for anyone else.
Okay, I can't remember who's in it.
And of course, it's just a film about Santa Claus killing terrorists.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted, and that's what I got. So
that's
thanks,
all you need.
Thanks, that movie.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. It was a great film.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And I'd watch it again, and I'll probably wait until Christmas.
I think I will watch it again. Yeah, it hasn't hit my radar since we went to see it last Christmas.
Yeah.
I
don't know where you would find it on a streaming service.
I will search it out. I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll come on Sky. That'll be good. Got anything more to say about that?
What, you advertising Sky on the podcast?
No, not that, no.
Sky, if you're listening, we desperately need a sponsor.
We could do some sponsorship.
Yeah,
and I think
we want some of that Sky
to
money.
Do that,
is it still Murdoch money?
No, not for quite a long time.
Oh.
Not for a good...
Damn, he was corrupt. He would have given us the money.
4 years. Yeah, it'll probably be on Sky or one of the streaming services this Christmas. It's got to be.
I would hope so.
It was in the cinema last year, so it's got to be.
It should
somebody,
be out there.
Somebody
out
will
there
be
somewhere.
buying the rights to it so that they can...
Dear listener, if you know where Violent Night is on streaming services, please
Well, there's an app.
send a...
No, there's an app.
No, please send a handwritten
but there's
note.
an app. You can look on this app.
Is it called Netflix?
No, it's called Just Watch.
Oh.
Have you not seen this app?
No.
It's
Just Watch if you're listening.
genuine app.
Sponsorship is thin on the ground here. Christmas is a bit lean in the old Mates Rates house. So if you could throw us a bone, and by bone, I mean £50,000.
It's
on Apple TV. I'm not
it's
paying
not
for
available
it.
for free anywhere.
Anywhere? It's not.
Not for
Oh,
free.
sorry.
No, you can buy it for those prices.
Nope. I've already spent a lot of my own money, wink, on taking people to go see it at the cinema. I'm not paying for it again.
That is a physical speech impediment that Dan has. He says
I
the word
announce-
wink
I announce
whenever
my-
he says whenever he
Whenever I
actually
close
winks.
one eye,
Yeah.
wink, smile, grin inanely.
So we've done our 5, 4s, and 3s, and we are now.
Isn't this a new episode?
No, we've got to do the end of it. So
sorry.
We've done the beginning of it. So that's the end of our part 1, and we've done our 5, 4s, and 3s. We're going to come back in 1 week's time. That's 1 week today, kids, and we are going to drop part 2.
On you.
Thanks,
on a
Dan.
year that's new.
We're going to invade your oral senses. No, not oral. We're going to invade your aural space next year. It's going to be a whole other year, Dan.
I'm not ready. I don't want to get... No.
Do you not want to go?
I've been Peter Panning for so long, I can't.
How old are you now, Dan?
Shut up.
26, are you?
Yes.
26 plus.
1.
Plus.
Because it's a new year.
Plus.
I don't know what you're doing now. You've gone...
You're over 40, Dan.
Shut up.
You know you're over 40.
Shut up.
No, you
That's
don't.
why my knees hurt and my hip. Only when it rains.
So thanks for joining us, and come back next week. And don't forget, if you did enjoy this podcast, which I
Of course they did.
Yeah, I mean,
Of course they
it's
did.
really likely.
Yeah.
I really hope you
It's very
did.
likeable.
It's very likeable. But please do tell your friends.
Goes down well. Yeah,
know?
yeah. Tell your mates.
Tell your mates. Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, you don't have to do that. It's the
you
the
do.
spirit of giving.
Dan,
But give to yourself.
Dan, we've got like
And
4
give
regular
yourself-
listeners.
Give yourself
We
some
need more than 4 regular listeners,
self-respect.
Dan.
Don't cave to
Jesus
this man's
Christ,
demands.
Cayzer. Oh my God.
You don't have to do it. Be an individual.
Just
And that doesn't mean get a quirky haircut.
right,
It means just believe in
shut-
yourself.
And gentle listener, please, if you have any questions or comments, want to suggest anything to us or talk about what we've said, as long as it's positive and not mean, we don't like mean people.
God, no.
No, then please, please, please. That was too many pleases.
Yeah,
Then-
you sound cloying.
I sound, yeah. Then please do.
Desperate.
Yeah. Then please do.
Very sad.
Then please do drop us a line at our email address, which is...
It's matesratepod@gmail.com.
Yeah, so that's matesratepod@gmail.com. Yeah. Just remember, people, keep it positive.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Keanu.
And, we'll never reply. But what
No.
about if we read out your email
Yeah.
on the podcast?
You'd
And
be
they'd
like...
give you some kind of weird validation,
You'd
wouldn't
be
it?
like famous to over 7 people.
Yeah. 7 people that you've never met before in
Yeah.
countries that are minimal.
Yeah. No, we got the Brussels one.
No.
We got at least 1 or 2 people in America.
Yep.
America,
There's not many people in the Americas.
No, it's
so
really...
we've got
it's quite,
a good percentile.
yeah. And we had 1 listener in Rotterdam once. I think that might have been on a trip.
Yeah, fluke.
We had 1 listener in Ireland, but I'm pretty sure that was me.
You're an international man of mystery.
I travel a lot.
Yeah.
I
Listening to yourself.
Listening to myself. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you very much for joining us on this very seasonal, very festive Mates Rate pod. We do hope you enjoyed yourselves. We enjoyed ourselves making it, or at least I did. I don't know about you, Dan.
Oh, yeah, it was all right, yeah.
Dan did his...
I enjoy it.
Dan did his...
No, it's very good. And do you know why? Because I got to spend Christmas with you.
Oh.
Oh.
I bet you prefer to spend Christmas with Keanu.
I was going to make a Keanu joke, but no, you've really hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Got the right sentiment. And Keanu...
Anyway,
I wish I knew where he was. Wish he'd answer my calls.
I wish you didn't have a restraining order against you.
Yeah, then we'd have that money.
So that's it, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to a very festive, seasonal, jolly Christmas edition of Mates Rate.
Ho, ho, ho.
the podcast. What did you call me?
I think that 3's too much.
Yeah, I do.
You
For
know?
Santa, he's a big guy.
Also much the same at Christmas. I could only handle 1. I reckon. A bit like a Terrier's chocolate orange.
You know, your wife listens to this now.
Oh shit! Delete this.
Bananas.
We're going to drop part 2 on New Year's Day.
Yeah, so if you can drag yourself out of your pit. Sorry. Be aggressive.
Dan being needlessly aggressive there.
To the fucking listeners.
So
who
yeah,
I despise and yet need.
9.99 on Sky Store.
Heard that and that. And probably this. Carry on.
I'm trying to stop my cough.
Oh, Gareth's got a cough. Because it's cold, Christmas time. When we're recording this, it's Christmas. Wink.
Oh, today, yeah, it's Christmas Day. We're going to...
It's Christmas time.
We recorded it like 4 a.m. today.
Why aren't we opening these like presents?
What did you get me?
Fucked up the format. But nothing.
Well said, Dan. Well said.